beautiful, stunning, perfect bookmark. Today I'm going to be talking about my fall TBR. I have a lot of books, like too many that I can't even like pick them up. So I'm going to get straight to the point because my last video was 19 minutes long and I was like, you know what, let's cut it down a little bit. But anyways, so it's a very, very lengthy TBR, okay? And I'm a mood reader, okay? Disclaimer, I am a mood reader. So I don't read everything that I say I'm gonna read. For example, my August TBR was a complete and utter bust, okay? It was horrible. It was so bad. I think I read probably 3 books that I said I was gonna read. And the rest of them, I wish them all to the library because I wasn't feeling them. But welcome to my fall TBR. Okay, so as a returning English student, in true English literature student fashion, I need to get into reading literature, classics. And I have not read Wuthering Heights. So this is what we're starting with, hopefully. I don't know if we're going to start with this one. I don't know if we're going to, read this one in the end, but this is the one that I want to read really badly. And every single time I start, I never end up finishing it. So Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte is the number one on my fall TBR. Okay? All right. The next one is a book that was recommended to me by my cousin, even though it is very famous on BookTok, but I had actually never heard of it until I started like seeing it, like talking about it, and then I started seeing it. This is Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, and this one is a heavy book. It is thick. She's thick. Okay, but we're gonna finish her. That's our goal. We're going to. I don't know like if these are any of like the ones on my priority TBR, but they're all just there. Okay, so number 2 is this one. I love it when it focuses. Anyways, number 3 is the final book of a series that I have yet to finish because I never end up finishing the series, guys. Okay, this is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, and when I tell you I have been wanting to finish the series for so long, like look at this. There's like the tabbing stuff in it, right? And I'm tabbing the book, actively tabbing the book, but I'm never actually getting to finishing it. And I love the series, but I don't even know if I want to finish it because Loki eats. Not Loki, like it eats so bad I don't want to finish it, Anyways, but this is the 3rd book of the final book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Anywho, the next book. Now, mind you, I am a thriller, dark romance, literary fiction, contemporary fiction, everything but horror reader. But I have not read that many thriller novels this year, and so I really want to get back into that. And what better way to do that than read The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides? I think that's how you say it. I read The Maidens by this author, and I absolutely despised that book. I literally wanted to just... How do I say this social media friendly? I want to throw it out the window. We'll keep it at that. Okay, I hated that book, despised it. All right, and if you liked it, good for you. I didn't. Anyways, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna read this one, and we're hoping it's better than the other one. All right, and I know there's a couple of a couple of people that like overlap in both of the novels, but they're not actually connected. But anyways, hated that book, but I got this one before I read that one, so we're gonna read it. Oh, by the way, this was from Barnes & Noble when I went to America. So this is fun because American books are so much cheaper. And with this one, I got Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubika. I didn't say it. And she is also from Barnes & Noble. And we are excited to read this. I have been wanting to start these books, but I was like, we're going to wait till fall so we have the perfect atmosphere to be reading them in. Book number, what is that? Like 6. Anyways, going back into our classics real quick. This beautiful edition of A Picture of Dorian Gray. Please focus. There we go. Absolutely stunning. Got this one for $15 at Pages in Kensington. Beautiful, stunning, perfect bookmark. Obsessed. And I have read this one. And I've annotated it. But the one that I annotated is right here. Also, sorry if you hear voices in the back. This one is the one that I annotated the crap out of. And I think I ran through this one, like on my TikTok or something, but literally annotated the crap out of it. But I was like, you know what? We're going to read a version without the annotations. So we are rereading this one. It's stunning. Anyways, the next one is a book I have yet to finish. Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. My first R.F. Kuang book. Guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I got lipstick on this or something, so that's why it's, like, red. But anyways, I love this cover. I love this cover. Beautiful. Stunning. Anyways, yeah, I read a little bit of this one too, and I was loving it. I literally adore her writing, but I think it just got, like, what happened? I forgot what happened, but I think I was in the middle of school or something, that's why I stopped reading it. But anywho, we're reading this one. I'm really excited too, because especially with oh my god, I keep turning away from the mic, sorry. Especially with R.F. Kuang's new book coming out, Catabasis, or it already came out. There's so much discourse about how to say the word Catabasis, God knows, whatever it is. I have hopped onto the R.F. Kuang train. Guys, quick thing about R.F. Kuang. I feel like I'm not at the intellectual level to be reading R.F. Kuang yet. Do you get what I mean? Like, when we're done my English degree, I'll touch back based on that. But yeah. The next one is a book I've also been wanting to read for ages. And this is One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. And this has been on my TBR forever. I'm excited. I'm excited because a thriller, and excuse me, this came with I actually got this, I got this as PR like ages ago, when, I don't know if I've talked about this, I think I have. If you watch my past video, you should know. But I used to have a TikTok account, and I deleted all my stuff, and I used to get PR, but this was one of them, and it came with a really cute nail polish thing, and I don't really know where it is right now. So anyways, cute, beautiful book. It's actually pretty heavy. The last two, this one is one of my favorite books ever, okay? This is Ace of Spades by Farida Abike-Mead. I think that's how you say it. Guys, the writing in this book, I know this author came out with, what is it called? Where the Sleeping Girls Lie, I think that's what it's called. And I've been wanting to read that book so bad, but this is such a good read. This is such a good read. This follows...
Intermission from editor me, but this was the moment that I realized I hadn't talked about the summary of any other books, but then I realized I would have to refilm the entire video because this was probably the 10th book I had talked about, so then I decided we're just going to talk about the summary for this book.
Like a private academy, like dark academia, murder mystery sort of thing, with like Loki coming of age. And then, oh my god, guys, the racism in this book was so, like, it's gonna sound so weird, it's so well written because it's so real life. You know, like the comments that were being made about these characters, like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like a real life book. You know, I talked about this in my past video, but it's a real life book. And it's not a memoir, okay? So that's not what I'm saying, but you get what I mean, okay? But really excited to reread this one. Phenomenal book. The last one is also a book that I didn't finish and I have to go back into. But I've like evolved as a reader, okay? Especially with like being older and having working towards a literature degree. I've evolved as a reader, and therefore I'm like reading books that like are honestly so much more appealing to me. And I think I've like kind of found what kind of books I want to read. And one of those authors is Olivia Blake. I've been reading Masters of Death, and I've been reading it for 2 months now. But I love that book. I'm slowly getting through it, but I love that book. And this is The Atlas Six by the same author. And I did get this book first, but I never ended up finishing it. So we're gonna reread this one, and then I know that there's the second book of this, the Atlas Paradox or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, this cover is absolutely stunning. Okay, all my books are stunning. Don't come at me. Anywho, that wraps up all of the books that I have for my fall TBR. Be warned, because I'm a mood reader, so I will read whatever I want to read. Okay, so the TBR does not apply. But you know, but these are what I want, wish, and hope to read. So I don't know how many of them I'm getting. I don't know how many of them I'm getting through. But anyways, that is that. Okay, the next video after this is probably going to be my uni vlogs and stuff, and me getting back into the life of a literature student as someone who was a literature student, went back to STEM, went into STEM, and then became a literature student again. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my TBR of too many books. But let me know if you read them. Let me know if any of them seem appealing, any of them you didn't like, any of them that you want to add to your TBR, any books that I should add to my fall TBR. I've been looking for a lot more, but these are all physical, by the way. So I have a 10 trillion and then some on my Kindle. But we're not going to talk about that because those are completely mood reads. 110%. To the point where I literally, like, I will get them from Kindle and I will just be like, oh, we're going to read it later. And then later never comes. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This was a quick one, I know, but I hope you guys liked it, and I think I'll probably keep my vlogs a little bit shorter now. Vlogs, whatever the heck. I'll keep them a little bit shorter, but bye, girlies.